So it came to you from there that it would be an interesting idea to write down these kinds of events?
Yes.
And like an example, maybe, of some of the events that ended up being episodes in episodes.
Did you rephrase that question?
What kind of event? What kinds of TV series do you have in the book?
Well, for starters, my freshman year of high school. It's about like what went on that year, like what went on with girls, what I did with my homies, and then classes. It's really funny.
Right, funny. So humor is a big part of it, then.
Yes,
right.
It's a very comedy-like show.
Show? Do you mean that part of the book?
It's very comedy-like.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's some comedy in there. What was the most fun about writing the book?
Editing it.
Editing it meaning?
I'd always look back on the event, such as games, the chapter about going to the school games at Winston, and my high school, and freshman year. And
so you got to relive some of these experiences as you were going over it.
Right.
Right. So would you say, sort of looking back on things, is you enjoy doing that as well? It's like to go back into the past and think about that.
Yes.
And does it change for you when you think about it? The memory of it, does it sort of change the event for you?
Nope. It always excuse me. Always, it's gonna be the same forever. Every time I look at each episode, it's not gonna change the way it was that day.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. I want to ask you now what you think is most important to you. What's really the most important things that you think about in life?
Could you?
What do you want? What do you hope to? Sort of your goals. What do you hope to achieve?
Well, for one thing, I hope to get a girlfriend within the next year.
So sort of finding a girlfriend, right?
Yeah, within next year, and transferring to a 4-year school by next year.
A 4-year college.
Right. And getting my driver's license sometime this year.
Oh, that's a good goal too. So what kinds of things are you doing to work towards those goals?
Well, as school is concerned, I really have to pass my Math 820 class. Otherwise, I'm always going to have to just take it again. That's not going to be really fun. So I really hope I pass this midterm coming up on April 8th I have. And as for driving, I'm going with driving lessons with my family as much as I can. I shouldn't really turn down offers, but I'm notorious in doing that, but I've done better. And
but nobody's afraid to go with you yet, then.
Right.
People are still going out with you. That's
right.
Good. That's good.
And for a girlfriend, it's not really much I can do. I'm just introducing myself to various girls I see. Like this one girl in the dog grooming industry next to the place I work.
So there's some cute girls at the dog grooming place.
Yeah, only one of them's legal. There's one that's really okay.
Well, all right. Yeah, no, I get it. I want to wrap this up by asking you what would you like people to know about you? And you were telling me a little bit about this earlier before we sat down for the interview, and I thought it was interesting. And I think people would be interested to know your thoughts on what people should know about you.
Well, I'm really capable of doing things like a normal person. I don't need special attention. That's one thing I want people to know about me.
What kind of special attention?
Just I don't need to be. I just want to feel like everyone else. I want to fit in, is what my thing is.
Right. Okay. So it's important for people to know that whatever differences that you have. You mentioned something earlier about learning differences.
I shouldn't be discriminated against.
Right. Well, that is very important. You don't want people to discriminate against you because you have some differences.
Right.
So the most important thing for people to know is that you.
I'm a perfectly normal person except for my differences.
Okay. All right. I think that is wonderful, and I think that people will get a lot out of that. Thank you for sitting down.